Golden State Warriors lost the game to the Los Angeles Clippers in overtime. And during regulation, with 3.3 seconds left, Draymond Green rebounds the ball. He runs down the court past KD, and I guess it got tipped away or something to that effect. He loses the ball, and it goes into overtime. Now, the topic of discussion today is whose side are you on? Is Draymond right for taking the ball, try to take it coast to coast and finish the game that way, or should it hit, or was KD right for requesting the ball? Because during the timeout, KD and Draymond Green got into, not the timeout, but at the end of regulation, KD and Draymond got into a big rift. At the end of the game, KD essentially was telling them, "You should have gave me the basketball, point blank, period." And Draymond was trying to justify what he did. And some people are different sides of the aisle. Let's take Draymond Green's side from this though. Draymond is looking at it from a perspective like, I've been setting you guys up the whole game. I've been running the offense since Curry's not here. And a lot of times when Curry is here, I'm the one getting the rebound, going coast to coast, or passing it so you guys come off screens. And I'm getting Clay open. I'm getting you guys open because I'm pushing the ball. So I'm trying to be the setup man. Now you look at it from KD's perspective, it's like, I'm the closer. I'm the best player on the team. I'm the most offensively talented guy on the team. You gotta put the ball in my hands so I could close out the game. Hit a game winner. We're gonna live and die with my results because I'm used to performing like this when it comes down to the crunch. To the clutch time. Crunch time. You get the ball to KD in a pinch. He gets you out that pinch. Both guys have valid arguments or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, basketball-wise, Draymond should have gave the ball to KD because KD has enough in his offensive arsenal to hit a clutch shot with 3.3 left or to make a clutch play because he has all the gravity on him. So he's like a decoy. What Draymond Green was doing essentially was he was trying to rush down the court, either get a layup or hopefully somebody tries to stop him from getting the basket. He kicks it out. But there just wasn't enough time for him to do what he was doing. And, of course, that frustrated everything. And I'm just, objectively looking at the whole situation. It is what it is. Although, I think KD, was well within his rights. That doesn't mean that these guys can't have an argument. It doesn't mean that they can't be passionate about what happened towards the end of the game. Because even though it didn't necessarily cost them the game, hey, we could have got out of here earlier with a win. But the bigger picture here that a lot of people are just point blank period missing is this. And I'm going to go back to why KD is right again after I say this. There's no side. They're both on the same side. Because Draymond is saying, I'm trying to win the game. KD saying, I'm trying to win the game. You want multiple guys that want to take the game over or come up clutch in a situation. You don't just want one guy every single time that there's a play that needs to be made, it goes to KD every single time. Sometimes you do want Draymond Green making a play. Sometimes you want Steph making a play. Sometimes you want Clay making a clutch play because that's what a team is about. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you look at a wolf pack, when they attacking and stalking their prey, it's not always one wolf making all the charges and everything like that, or suffocating the prey. It's multiple. It's one day is the alpha wolf, it's the sigma. It's always like that, and that's the strength of the wolf pack. Well, that's the strength of the Warriors. They have multiple guys that can make multiple plays. So although textbook wise, you want the ball in KD's hands, you do want Draymond Green to want to step up and make a big play. And it's better that it's now during the regular season where they can iron out kinks and practice as opposed to the playoffs when it's a big clutch situation. Like, for example, you look at like the NBA Finals last year, Game 3 and the Game 3 before, the year prior. You're looking at a situation where these guys done ironed out the kinks to where now when we have a Game 3 where Steph and Clay don't play well in back-to-back years, you have KD who can step up and I know what to do in this situation. So this is just a learning experience for these guys, point blank period. Everybody trying to make it seem like there's a rift or whatever the case is. That's not what it is. It's just people holding each other accountable. And that's why a lot of teams in NBA are bad, because coaches and players on those bad teams don't hold each other accountable. There's not a lot of arguments. There's not a lot of why did you do this? There's not a lot of you're blowing my assist on those teams, because it's just like everybody's scared to step on each other's toes. When you get a team with honest dialogue, they play harder for each other. They're more honest with each other, and they could help each other shore up those weaknesses. Like this point in his career, Draymond, this is a weakness in his career, so his teammates pointing it out. It's helpful. And if you look at the body language of all the other teammates, Sean Livingston, Andre Iguodala, all those guys, they clapping it up. They're like, let's go. The coaches are like, let's go. All right, we messed up this up. Let's go. This is not like NBA Finals moment where LeBron was looking at Draymond Green and he was like sulking. He's like, he's like so sad or whatever the case is. Like, look at Draymond's language, body language. He's going right back at KD like, I'm trying to make a play. He's justifying what he did. Even though we might not agree with what he did, you want somebody to not back down. Because when the moments are the biggest and the brightest, there's gonna be a time where it's gonna be 3.3 seconds left on the clock again, and maybe he takes it all away, and that's the right play. So you don't want to deter him from doing that. See what I'm saying? And with KD, you don't want to deter KD from asking for the ball with 3.3 seconds left on the clock. So either, I'm leaning more towards KD because I feel like he has most experience. He's hit the most clutch shots out of everybody. But at the end of the day, if Draymond Green makes a play or makes a layup or make a game-winning layup, we're not talking about this. So that you want guys to step up in the moment. But the most important part is this is not one side against another. These are two guys holding each other accountable. And that's what you want to see on a team. People think when they think a good team, they think everything's peaches and cream. There are no arguments and stuff like that. That's not the case, guys. These guys step to each other, hold each other accountable. And you gotta love it, because everybody else on the bench was like, all right, we got this. It wasn't like the finals where LeBron's yelling at everybody and nobody's saying nothing back. And that's where I think people are losing it. And that's why if your team is bad, this is why they're bad, because nobody's willing to step up and be like, look, I don't agree with that play. That wasn't cool. That wasn't solid. Even Draymond Green has said in ESPN interviews I think it was in Japan. He was like, sometimes I change the play on Steve Kerr. All right? I'll be like, no, I don't want to run this play. And he tells him why. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what a team concept is. You're not always going to agree on every single thing that happens, but things happen and then you move on. You either learn and grow better from them, or you never say anything and you keep making the same mistakes. Hoops Junction. Hoops, me tupla. Like, comment, and subscribe.